Good morning. Good morning for me anyways. Okay, so today we're gonna do a get ready with me slash day in the life. I have not done one of those on this channel in a long time, and I know there's a lot of new ones of you here, so I thought this would be a fun video to do, kind of behind the scenes. I normally do these videos on my vlog channel, but I thought it would be fun to do it over here. So I've got to take a shower. I've got to take Chloe on a walk. I need to get my plants outside, and then we'll do some getting ready. So I'll show y'all all the makeup that I use, the perfume, all of that. Alright, so I thought I would show y'all what I have. These look terrible right now, but don't worry. I'll come back out here later and show you what they look like, because they'll just come right back up. I think sometimes people see a plant doing this and they think it's dying, and it's not. It just needs water. So this whole tray is different types of spinach, lettuce, and I think there's another type of green in here. I'm not really sure what it is. And then this one, I've got some sunflowers back there. This is collards, all of these. This is a type of a flower right here. And this is kale. And then these are also a flower. I can't remember if it's marigold or zinnia. And then this is either marigold or zinnia. I got them mixed up, but these are some more flowers. I've got 2 bell peppers. All of these are tomatoes right here. I've got some peas, beans, and all of these are tomatoes. And then here's a few more sunflowers. Actually, I think these are the only sunflowers I have. I think these are other types of flowers. Okay, and then in here, that is basil, and then this is sage. And then I've got some stuff springing up in here, but I don't think it's what I planted. I'm not sure yet. So anyways, that is all of my plants so far. I will direct sow cucumbers, squash, and zucchini. So now I'm going to take a shower. So I thought I would share with y'all what I have, what I use in the shower. So I always love to put a shower steamer in there. I'm not so much of a bath taker. So instead of bath bombs, I use these shower steamers, and I pick them up from all sorts of places. And then for body wash, I'm using this pink peony one from Soft Soap, and using the Suave Moroccan infused shampoo and conditioner. It works super well. And also I have this Soleil, I think it's Bic Soleil. These work really good, and they're super affordable, by the way. And then whenever I get out of the shower, I use the Method shower cleaner, and I love it because I can just spray it down on the walls, and it's a really good daily shower cleaner. Obviously I will clean my shower once a week, like thoroughly, but just throughout the week for a quick cleanup, just spray that down. And then y'all, are you like me? Do you wear men's deodorant? Because I just wear this Old Spice one. It works great. And I use the Colgate toothpaste to brush my teeth. So as you can see, my hair is wet. Before I do any makeup, perfume, stuff like that, I'm going to go ahead and take Chloe on a walk, and I'll bring y'all along with me. But I also opened up our window right here, and I pulled back the sheets. That way which actually I could pull them back even more, but that way the sheets have time to like air out, you know, from any night, you know, skin, sweat, dirt, all that good stuff has a chance to die out. Also, Erin got these for me. They're by the brand JBL, and they are just like, if it will focus, they're like air, what are those called? I don't have Apple products, so I don't know, but I think they're similar to like those AirPod things that you stick in your ear. So cool. So I've been listening to podcasts on this, and I don't even have to have a cord. So JBL.
Girl, you might be matching your body. She no even trying, she got it. I be here beside you, anything I got you. You no play, all you do is shut down the runway. Looking dangerous like a gunplay. They all wanna grab you, on you like a tattoo. Hey, don't you fall like you no even try to. Nobody can.
Alright, after I'm done walking Chloe, I'm going to go ahead and do my makeup and put my perfume on. And today I am using Dossier. I just got a couple more of their perfumes in the mail. And I am using the Floral Violet. And I'm going to blend it with the Floral Marshmallow. So the Floral Violet is the one that I'm showing right now. And it has watermelon, pomelo, strawberry, violet, gardenia, jasmine, musk, vanilla, and blonde woods. And it's inspired by Marc Jacobs' Daisy. And then the marshmallow one has marshmallow, neroli, bergamot, orange blossom, honeysuckle, jasmine, and amber, vanilla, musk. And it's inspired by Cologne, and it's the Love Don't Be Shy. So I love Dossier's perfumes because they're inspired by designer brands, but at a cost that everybody can afford. So I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But I got these in the mail, and I wanted to share them with you today. Last thing for me to do is get my face done. I don't know what I'm going to do with my hair today, but I did want to tell y'all that Dossier's perfumes start at $29, and they're always running sales also. And if you have ever purchased designer brand perfumes, you know that they can range from like $70 upwards to like $300. So I love Dossier. I have so many of their perfumes. They're very good quality, and I love the packaging, and I really trust this brand, so I always like it when I'm able to share it with y'all. So I'm going to leave Dossier's link down below in the description box, and like I showed y'all, it's really fun to pair two different perfumes together. So if you notice that they're running a sale, definitely grab like 3. I think if you buy 3, you get, they're like a really good deal. So they're already a good deal on top of that, but still they want y'all to get a good deal. So I love getting to share their perfumes with y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my makeup on. I'll show you everything that I use. I cannot wait. Also I want to do a bathroom makeover, not so much like a remodel, but I kind of want to take those peel and stick planks that we did in our kitchen floor and put them around this mirror, because this mirror, they glued it onto the wall, and these are panels, so if we tried to take this off, we may end up damaging the wall. At first we thought they were just on by these screws that are on here, but no, they just, this mirror and Aaron's mirror in his bathroom. So instead of replacing the mirror, I thought it would be really nice to just put those faux wood peel and stick vinyls around the corners so that it will make it look very nice and more like it's framed out. Then I also thought to do palm leaf. I may not want to do it. I may like regret it is what I'm saying, but I thought it would be cool to do an accent wall that is palm leaf print, because I don't know why, I just feel like it's so pretty, and y'all know I love greenery, so I don't know, I thought it would be cute to do. I don't know if I would go really far over here, if y'all can see that. See how the seam is right here, so I thought maybe I would just stop right there, so it would only go from here to the end right here, and then this would be bordered with that wood, faux wood plank. Anyways, I'm going to show you my makeup now. I'm going to take these off, and I still don't know what I'm going to do with my hair, but now I'm blonde for a second. Not literally, that may be insensitive, I'm really sorry. I am almost legally blind without glasses. So this is what I use for a foundation. It's 16-hour wear, and it's the full coverage, and I use it in the 120 Classic Ivory, and I normally use the lightest shade they have, but if I am doing a self-tan, then I will go up a little bit. So I use the Ivory, and I love it because it's powder and it works really good. It's like a matte finish. So if you, I don't get oily, but let me know if this is y'all too. Especially in the spring and summer when it can get heated outside, I will get kind of clammy, I guess, like right here and then up here also, like near my forehead. So I like to have something that's going to help soak up any moisture that I may release throughout the day. So now I am using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Eventually I'm going to need another one of these because it is already like full-on pan mode, which I always love. It's a success when it's the pan mode. These are about $12, I believe. Maybe less, but they work really well, so it's worth it. I don't know if y'all know this. You may know depending on how long you've been here, but I actually went to cosmetology school and I graduated with honors from Paul Mitchell. And because I had anxiety really bad at the time, I let my license go, because doing your own hair is a lot different than doing somebody else's hair and makeup, and I was always so worried that they wouldn't like it, and they always did like it, but also like having to at the time, it's much easier now for me to communicate with people and work with people and everything like that, but at the time I was so insecure that any little critique they gave me I thought was like the end of the world, and I would just be so hard on myself. But every time I do my makeup or I do my hair, I remember that, let's see, I graduated in 2013 and I had my license active for I think a few years, and then you have to renew it, and I did not renew it, and now it's been so long that if I actually ever wanted to do hair, which I don't, but if I ever did want to do hair, I would actually have to go back to school and start all over. So it was a good experience. I like that I do have a trade, you could say, that I am educated on, but other than that, I really don't have any interest in doing it. And I've like friends and family only, and then sometimes I don't even want to do that. Y'all see, I literally use box dye And I remember being in hair school and they would teach us how it's so bad to use box dye, and y'all, from somebody that's actually been there, done that, don't worry about using box dye. It's totally fine. The only reason why we ever suggest not to use box dye is because you don't really know the developer level in the box dye, and especially if you're dyeing your hair blonde from a box, they could put 40 volume developer in there and then your hair is going to be fried. Or if you are depositing color, which means you're going darker, and you want to go from like a light brown to a black, and then you want to go back to blonde, it's like super impossible to do it and it be safe and healthy for your hair. But I will say, if you're somebody that just dyes your hair like maybe twice a year, which is pretty much what I do, and you just kind of use hair dye to refresh your hair, then you do not have to worry about going into a salon to get your hair done. I actually only go to the salon if I'm getting highlights, because I don't want to do that by myself. I could do it by myself, but that is a lot of arm work, and I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure I already put this on my forehead, but I would say this bronzer is probably the thing that takes me the longest, because I'm like, oh, let's cut here and get it here and get it here and up there and up there. Anyways, if y'all want to know, I graduated in honors with cutting. So you can do honors hair color, you can do honors hair cutting, and I did the hair cutting, my goodness. I loved the color, but hair cutting was something that felt challenging to me, and I wanted to challenge myself. So I wanted to do, see if I could prove to myself that I could do the honors program with the hair cutting, and I did a really good job, and I'm proud of myself for that. But we learned how to do makeup, facials, pedicures, manicures, waxing, all of that stuff. Thought it was so cool. They also have, if you wanted to do, oh my gosh, esthetician, I think that's what it's called, where they do a lot more in depth with the skin and nails and all of, and the scalp, like not just the hair. You would have to go to a different school for that. I think you either had to go to an esthetician school, or you had to go to a makeup school where they did nails, like how to, the girls that work at the nail salons that paint nails and stuff. You'd have to go to a school like that to do all that stuff. So I could, if I still had my license, I could work in a salon. I could work at, I could do pedicures and stuff like that and facials. And it was so much fun. It was really fun. The first, I'd say, like, I don't know why I'm talking about this. Maybe one of y'all wants to go to cosmetology school. I will say, if you are young enough to where you're still in high school, if they have a cosmetology program after high school, I don't care what the cost is, do it there, because it is so much cheaper, and you will be graduated, and then you can go get your license right out of high school. Like, how cool would that be? I actually did have some friends that took the cosmetology course at my high school. I didn't take it because when I was a teenager, $300 in my mind was a lot of money. But I spent almost $20,000 to do, I did 18 months because I did part-time. But if I had done the full-time, the whole time, it would have been about 9 months, I think. It's depending on the state you live in. Ours, I was in Virginia at the time, so we had to have 1,500 hours. But you could do 4 hours, or you could go, I think it was Monday through Friday, and it would be all day long. You get there at 9 and you leave at 5. So it's like having a job. And what's really cool is the first few months, the first, I think, 6 weeks you're there, you learn all the fundamentals. How to hold a pair of scissors. Like, y'all, I still have my scissors. This is a vlog, so I guess I'm allowed to do this. I still have my scissors. I'm gonna cover this up because that's not my last name anymore. But these scissors were $700. And at the time I was like, oh my gosh. I don't know what happened to this pair of scissors, but I love these. They will cut you up if you're not careful. I also had the straight razors to do men's beards. Well, I mean anybody's facial hair, honestly. I've got facial hair. Okay, I know we've really gone off track here, but anyways, this is like a beauty video, okay, so it's justified. Okay, so for my eyebrows, I'm just using an eyeshadow palette. It's this one right here, and I use the shade Diet Root Beer, so it's just a dark brown. It's all the same. We learned that too. That powder's pretty much universal. Use them wherever you want. Except for, I wouldn't use glitter on your eyes unless it's meant for your eyes. But I really like this. My eyebrows I feel like are already dark enough. But from being a 90s baby, in the very late 90s and early 2000s, we had this phase where we just pretty much shaved off our eyebrows, and we just had like little commas, like little lines, and so half of my eyebrows are just like non-existent. They just stop right there. And then I also use the same palette. And I use this one right here. I mean, you can tell the ones that I use. It's literally up there. I'm so basic. But I love being basic. And I just put it in the corners. Right there. And right there. And all that's left that I do anyways, is eyeliner and mascara, and that looks kind of funny putting on, so I'll just do that off camera so y'all don't have to look at me trying to catch flies. But that's all I do. So anyways, I don't know what that whole topic was about other than I did cosmetology, and to just go after your dreams in the moment. If you feel like, hey, I was very keen on being a cosmetologist when I took cosmetology, and I even thought that I would be a hairstylist outside of school. But after I took my exam, you have a state board written exam that you take on a computer, and then you have a physical exam, which is where you're doing hair on a mannequin, and it is super stressful. I passed. I think I got like 1 point off of getting a like perfect score on both of the exams. So I really thought I was so good at it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna like be one of these famous celebrity hairstylists, and yeah, didn't do it. I think my anxiety got the best of me, but also, you know, I think sometimes it's just about a learning experience, and it's not even about the finish line. Because there really isn't a finish line, is there? It's just like, go for your goals, and then once you accomplish them, if that's all they were there for, is for you to feel accomplished, then there you go. It was worth doing. So I would never regret education, ever. If you felt like doing it when you did it, it was because you were supposed to do it. We all have purpose in life. And now my purpose is to talk to all of you and just be a living example of a good person that just wants to see other people succeed. That is who I am. I just want to inspire y'all to go out there and do and be whoever or whatever you want. I'm trying to find my mascara, and oh, I just found it. So I'm still using this. It's the Baby Lash mascara. And then my eyeliner is Maybelline Unstoppable. I really don't like this. I thought it would go on a lot smoother than it does. I really like their Precise better. It's a liquid, and I don't know, I'm getting older and I don't like if I have to drag anything across my face. It makes me cringe. So, not the biggest fan of this. It's like it's a mechanical, so it does go up on its own. Like, you don't have to shave it or anything, but it's not super creamy. I think that's a good explanation for it. It's almost like a crayon. Maybe not a crayon, like a crown that's been sitting in your car for a little bit and it's a little hot, but not hot enough. Okay, so I'm gonna finish and then I will chat with y'all. Alright, makeup is done, and now I'm finally gonna make the bed, and hopefully my water is back on. So they're doing some work, I guess they're nearby locally, and a lot of people in our area had their water cut off. So I noticed that it was, oh my gosh. Okay, I'd say it's working, but also it sounds kind of crazy. So I really need to do some laundry, but I may just hold off. Anyways, I'm not going to do my hair. It's fine. But I do need to make the bed, and then I'll show you what I'm eating for lunch.
She was in love with a boy, in love with a girl, so in love with the world, so beautiful. She was in love with the night, the way the sun shines. All she needed was love to have to hold, and nobody could make her feel down. She was always smiling from ear to ear.
This is my lunch. So it's just, I did like a street, is that what it's called? Street style corn. Then I got some mashed potatoes and I made meatloaf last night. So I'm just having some leftovers, and I love these little, I got these at Food Line. They're just Tupperware, but they look like they're meant for like leftovers. I don't know. I think they're just cute because you can just heat it up and eat it straight out of the bowl. Aside from that, all I'm going to do for the rest of the day, I need to take my shoes off first. We've been trying our best not to walk through the new carpet with shoes on, just so it stays nicer longer. But I normally just turn on something, like I've been watching Big Brother, or I may watch one of my besties on YouTube. I do not watch YouTube much anymore. I actually haven't watched YouTube except for one video, which was my friend Maria, and it's because we did a collab together, so obviously I was going to watch her video. But aside from that, I have not watched YouTube in over 2 weeks, but my friend Megan just uploaded a video, so I'm going to watch that just so I can support her. And then I'm going to watch Big Brother and edit the video that y'all are seeing now. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and just getting to chat and hang out together. And I will see y'all back here in the next one. I forgot to read a comment of the day. So, but also I have not had a new video go up yet. So leave your comments, because I will try my best to remember to read off one of your comments in the next video. Okay. Bye. Will she ever know the feeling of tears? All she said to them was live your life just like you're young again.